So today I want to walk you through how to correctly use MLA formatting when you are writing a paper. MLA stands for Modern Language Association, and really all that means is there's a group of people that got together and decided that there should be a standard way for papers to be formatted, which means that when you get to college, high school even, and now we're even at middle school, your teachers are going to expect that all the papers look uniform. And it's really just an important skill that the earlier you learn, the better, because it's not going away anytime soon. So 3 things that I'm going to walk you through how to do in Google Docs is how to double space your paper, make sure that the font is black. Black is what it standardly is, so you don't have to change that. And I'm going to show you how to change your font. Also, I'm going to talk to you about your heading. Your heading in MLA format should be your first and last name, your teacher's name, the course title, and the due date, so whenever the assignment is supposed to be handed in. You should also have a title for your paper, and that should be center aligned. Okay, let's get to it. So in order for me to get started, I need to make a new Google Doc. So I'm just going to go to New, Google Docs, and I'm just going to call this Practice MLA. For the sake of this video, I've already copied and pasted a big chunk of text, and no, this is not my original work. This is actually the Declaration of Independence. Okay, so I know. But for the sake of this video, this was just easier than me coming up with something to write. Okay, so I said I need a heading. My heading needs 4 things: my first and last name, the teacher's name, the course title, and the due date. So I'm going to go ahead and just write my name, Mrs. Lucero. Teacher's name, Mrs. Lucero. Course title would be Regions 2. And then the due date would be, let's say that the paper's due today. Today is February 16th, 2016. Okay. Then I am going to go to this button right here that is the center align button, but you can see that there's also a shortcut, but I'm on a Mac, so your shortcut if you're on a Chromebook is going to be different. But when I highlighted it, it told me what the shortcut is, like when I put my cursor over it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click the button, and actually let me undo that. I'm going to click the button right here, and it moved my blinking line to the middle, to the center. So I'm going to go ahead and make up a title. We'll say the Declaration of Independence. All right, so far I have my heading, I have my title. Now I need to go figure out those 3 other criteria, which were listed here: double spacing, making sure my font is black, and putting it in Times New Roman. So it's already black, so I don't have to change anything there. If I did, I would go to this letter A. All right, so I'm going to highlight all my text. I'm going to look here. This is where the font is. It just so happened when I copied and pasted this that it was in Times New Roman, but say it wasn't. I would go to the pull-down menu and find it. At the top of the pull-down menu, you'll see the fonts that you use the most often. But otherwise, everything else is in alphabetical order. Next to font is the size. I want to make sure, shoot, I forgot to mention this. I also want to make sure that my font is size 12. See, it got just a smidge bigger. All right. Then I see here that some of my font looks wonky because I accidentally center aligned it. So I want to highlight the whole text of my paper, not the title, but the actual paper, the text. And I want to make sure that is all left aligned. Last step is making sure that everything is double spaced. I do that by going to Format, Line Spacing, and I just click double. All right. This is helpful, not so much when your teachers edit things electronically, but if you ever hand in a hard copy of your paper so that your teacher or even your peer can leave you comments, or even you, if you're revising a paper by hand, you have space between the lines to make corrections or comments. Make sure I indent my paragraphs. Okay, and I would be good to go with MLA formatting.